I'm going to play this video to you. And I'm going to explain why you house niggas is not getting reparations. I'm going to explain it to you.
The term African American, for example, needs exact definition, since there are white Americans who can claim African descent.
Now, this woman just said there are white Americans who can claim African descent. Now, why is there white Americans who can claim African descent? Because of all the race mixing that you'll be doing. These people will also want reparations. So, if the government pays you reparations, it's going to be a flood of people coming to the government that were created by you, who also want reparations, and the government is not paying out all that money. It's not doing it.
And an enslaved ancestor, and they would otherwise qualify. So the condition of being a descendant of, quote, the institution of slavery should specify, first of all, slavery in the United States.
All right. She said, slavery in the United States. Now, here's the problem with that. A lot of you is making videos on social media saying you were never enslaved. You're saying this. She just said one of the qualifications is that you were enslaved and that the slavery was in the United States. But a lot of you is saying you were never enslaved.
Since this is a project for Black descendants of persons emancipated by the 13th Amendment and the Civil War.
Now listen to this. She said it's for Black descendants of persons who were emancipated by the 13th Amendment and the Civil War. Now here's the problem with this. Some of you say you're not Black, you're not African American, you're not Negro, and you're just Americans or Black Americans. And you have videos all over the internet saying this.
That's a distinction that we make in our proposal. But recipients also must be individuals who have self-identified as Black, African American, Afro-American, or Negro at least 12 years prior to the establishment of a Reparations Study Commission or Reparations Program, whichever came first.
She said you have to self-identify as Black, African American, Negro. But a lot of you is on the internet saying, I'm not Black, I'm not African American, I'm not Negro, I'm just an American.
So you can't wake up and be Black tomorrow and qualify.
You can't wake up and be Black tomorrow, but a lot of you is saying you ain't Black. You can't wake up and be African tomorrow because a lot of you is saying you ain't African.
Visit shop.mrwelltravel.com or click the
Now I'm going to tell you something else. The government will play back all of those videos y'all been making saying you're Africans. Oh, they know you've been asking for reparations. They know. But they also know you've been all over social media saying we're Africans.